Hi, I'm not the girly type, not into dolls, fashion, or the color pink. I love watching movies, playing bowling, drawing, and reading. Reading is something I enjoy the most because reading transports me to realms of wonders away from the harshness of reality. I'm an introvert. I prefer staying at home and burying my head in books of various genres or scroll through various sites over the internet. I come from a family of five, which consists of my parents, one younger brother, and a younger sister. I'm AUDRA DAMIA, BINTI AZHAR, and I'm a 16-year-old dreaming of becoming a writer one day. Since I love books, I'm a librarian in my school. I'm the president of the drama club and the vice treasurer of the economic club. I started exploring my talents right after the 2-year hiatus due to the COVID-19 pandemic. I participated in the district level public speaking competition where I shared about the role of teenagers in global sustainability. When the choral speaking team started practicing, I decided to try out. It was a fun experience of being in an ensemble speaking performance using various voice combinations and contrast, bringing out the tonal beauty of a passage. We performed on the topic of mental health, that is anxiety. Then, I took part in the state-level English language sketch competition where I played the role of a wife of a doctor who falls into depression when he constantly blames himself for the death of his patients. It was both challenging and rewarding at the same time. I discovered that I have some hidden talent and time has certainly brought out the best in me. I recently read an amazing book, one of the many books that my mom recommended. It is a best-selling seminal work by Dr. Spencer Johnson, published on September 8, 1998. The title of this 94-page book is Who Moved My Cheese? It is a simple allegorical story with great lessons. If you look at the title itself, Who Moved My Cheese? It simply means there's a change, as the cheese is no longer in its original position. Thus, making dealing with change the central idea of this book. As you read this, you will somehow question yourself. What would you do when change happens? Would you find ways to adapt to it, or do nothing, whine and complain? The four characters, the two mice, Sniff and Scurry, and two little men, Ham and Haw, show the contrast of how simple minds and the complex human minds react to change. These characters had the routine of looking for cheese in a maze until they found cheese in Station C. The mice were cautious about the declining amount of cheese as time passed and started making preparations to look for new cheese, while the little men became complacent, grew accustomed and comfortable with what they have in the present, that they were unaware that change was about to happen. The day came when there was no longer cheese in Station C, and both mice immediately started looking for new cheese. The two little men, however, reacted differently, as they were taken by surprise by the missing cheese. Using the complexities of their minds motivated by emotions and belief, they question, complain, whine at what life has thrown at them. A few days passed by and Haw finally forced himself to go on a search, and it was quite an adventure. He persuaded Ham to join, but Ham was resistant to change. Haw regretted for not starting the journey sooner. He wrote what he learned on the walls, hoping that Ham would follow him. Eventually, he discovered new cheese and realized that Scurry and Sniff were already there. Cheese is the metaphor for what you want to have in life. It could be a good job, loving relationship, money, or health. The very core message of this book is things constantly change, so we must adapt. The quicker we adapt to change, the more satisfied we will be with. Change is inevitable. If you do not change, you can become extinct. If you do change, you won't just suffer less stress and unhappiness. You'll enjoy more success and fulfillment in every part of your life and your work. The key lesson of this story are change happens. Anticipate change. Monitor change. Adapt to change quickly. Change. Enjoy change. It is okay to be afraid, but we should not be afraid of taking risks in life when it is necessary. We need to conquer our fears. Keep thinking of what we want and we will get it. But bear in mind, don't just think, lest it will turn into just a dream. We need to put actions into our thoughts. Where there is a will, there is a way. Life doesn't stop and neither should you. And with that, I thank you.